Hi guys, once again welcome back to Warson Real Estate. My name is Rehan, I'm the Associate Director here, and what I try to do on my video is I try to answer the queries or the questions that you guys have put through. And today what I'm going to talk about is a question that I came across: how can I come to live in Dubai? Very interesting question. I'm sure a lot of people are waiting to hear that. So I'll tell you some of the typical ways that people come to Dubai. One of them is that obviously on a job offer. So when you're applying to Dubai for any kind of jobs, you get uh, accepted, then you get an offer letter, they issue you a visa, then you actually have to come here, and then there's some mandatory medicals for you to do, some biometrics, and then you get what is called the Emirates ID. Okay, that's for the employees. You can also come to Dubai here on a investment visa if you're planning to do any kind of investments, or if you have any kind of business ideas that you have and you want to implement that here in Dubai. We're running also like a business A to Z business corporate solution. So you're more than welcome to get in touch with us if that is what you're after. So once you register for any kind of a business license, and you get approved, then you will be getting your investor visa. Once you come on an investor visa, then that's it. Your investor visa is also renewable, and then for every renewal, you'll have to do your medicals as well, and then your Emirates ID is also renewed. Okay, I'm not going to touch base on the student visas and stuff like that, because obviously the families that are living here, those people who are going to school, their children, they will be getting their student visas and everything, right? But I will say though that if you are here, one interesting thing is that if you're here on an employment visa or an investor visa, and say for example you want to bring your family or you want to bring your parents and everything, you can actually sponsor them. You'd have to be giving them the medical insurance and everything, but it is very possible and quite seamless to bring your entire family here in Dubai. Okay. We have something here also called Golden Visa, which, ta-da, I'm sure you've heard that already before. So there's been a lot of confusion around what the Golden Visa entails and what are the things. And recently, I think there was quite a bit of rumor about Golden Visa offered at this much amount of price, which was like really ridiculous. I mean, I don't know how that rumor got about, but so Golden Visa, let me tell you about that. That's another way that you can come to Dubai. You can have that for yourself as a primary applicant. You can actually sponsor your family, and not also that, you can also sponsor domestic staff that which you may need working in your home. Um, the easiest way to get a golden visa, okay, so previously the golden visa was that you'd have to keep 2 million dirhams into the bank account, and once you do that, the government retains that money, and against that you get a golden visa. Not the best idea, right? Because what's happening, your money is kind of shrinking. So thankfully there's been some changes, and now the golden visa requisite is that the prerequisite is that if you have a property or accumulation of property which values at the current market price of 5 million or above, you're eligible for a golden visa. Okay, so it can be 4 properties of 500,000 dirhams each, or 1 property of 2.4 million dirhams. As long as it hits 2 million and above, you're eligible for the golden visa. So you buy the property, you get your title deed, and then you process the title deed, you start your application for the golden visa, and then you can actually come and apply for the golden visa. And then once you're done, it's renewable every 10 years, guys. Every 10 years is what you need. Like your visa will last that long. So no hassle for needles, no hassle for renewal paperwork, documents, whatever. You're good to go for 10 years. Within that 10 years, you can do your business, you can have your job offer. You're not disturbed at all. Like you feel free as a resident, even though if you're not employed by anybody, as I previously said, that's how you need the visa. Even though you're not employed, you're not an investor, you can come and go as freely as you want. Okay, so just to summarize, we have your employment visa, we have the investor visa, you have the golden visa, and moving on, there's another visa that you may have heard of, which is called investor visa by property. Slightly different, well, actually quite different than the golden visa. If you have bought any property worth 750 dirhams and it's all paid up, so you've already paid up the money, right? That's when you can apply for a visa based on that property. It's renewable every 2 years. It does not allow you to work. It does not allow you to do business. What it only does is for you to come and visit your property and see that everything's okay, right? On the contrary, with the Golden Visa, you don't need to be paying the full 2 million dirhams. Now, listen very carefully because this is where a lot of people get confused. The Golden Visa requires you to be committed to a property or a bunch of properties that is worth at least 2 million, right? So if in my previous videos, I will put that in the link. I've spoken about properties in Dubai being able to be purchased over a payment plan, right? So you can be committed to a payment plan of a property which is worth 2 million or above, but as long as you've paid the down payment, a couple of installments, you can actually go ahead and apply for the Golden Visa and still be just as much of an eligible candidate to get that. You don't have to be paying the full 2 million. All right. So, and that also is renewable every 10 years, as I mentioned before, and it gives you the scope to look for jobs, do business, or like literally anything you want over here within reason and legality, of course. So yeah, that's basically it. That's how you can come to Dubai. If you want to see if Dubai sits well with you, because you know not every place is great for everybody, and I accept that, you can always apply for a tourist visa. And once you have a tourist visa, you can come visit Dubai here. You can see what it's like. You can check out the accommodations. Feel free to get in touch with me. I'm happy to show you around some homes, anything that you might be interested in. We also process Golden Visa as well for people. So basically, if you just get in touch with us, it's a one-stop solution. But even if you choose not to, for whatever reason, at least I was able to give you the orientation of how to go about doing that. All right? Okay, so that's about it from my end, and see you next time. Stay well.